The war had dragged on for decades, a grinding conflict that spanned galaxies. Humanity was never meant to win, not against the Zorthans, a species bred for conquest. They were perfect in every way humans weren't: taller, stronger, faster, and supported by a hive-mind intelligence that allowed them to coordinate effortlessly. But if there was one thing humans excelled at, it was surviving against impossible odds. The air crackled with the oppressive hum of alien machinery. Towering Zorthan walkers patrolled the wasteland, their legs slicing through the terrain with mechanical precision. Swarms of insectoid drones flitted above, their sleek black frames absorbing the dim, red-tinted light of a dying sun. The battlefield was a twisted mockery of life, a landscape ravaged by war. This was no place for heroes, but it was exactly where humanity's best thrived. Beneath the cacophony of alien technology, the unstoppable unit moved like ghosts. 5 soldiers, clad in adaptive camo suits that shifted hues with the environment, were the last hope of a fractured Earth. Their mission was simple in theory but suicidal in execution: infiltrate the Zorthan command structure, plant an EMP device, and bring their entire hive-mind network crashing down. Time was running out. The Zorthans were on the brink of launching a planetary sterilization protocol, a final solution to humanity's defiance. Earth had no defenses left, its resources drained, its people scattered. Yet, even as the Zorthans closed in, humanity sent this small team, not because they believed the mission would succeed, but because they had no other choice. "Keep moving," the squad leader hissed into the comms, their voice a harsh whisper. No names were spoken, no faces revealed. They were soldiers, stripped of individuality and forged into weapons. Each step was calculated, every movement designed to evade detection. The team slipped through the jagged remains of what had once been a Zorthan outpost, now a husk of metal and debris. In the distance, the Zorthan command center loomed. A fortress of shimmering black alloy, its spires seemed to pierce the sky. Pulsing energy conduits ran like veins across its surface, a visual reminder of the alien hive mind's immense power. The squad leader paused, scanning the horizon. 2 patrols ahead, they murmured. Positions now. The team scattered, blending into the terrain with practiced ease. A pair of Zorthan warriors approached, their insectoid limbs clinking against the ground. They spoke in a language that sounded like grinding metal, their hive mind sharing data in real time. The humans struck with brutal efficiency. A blade slid through alien armor, a silenced projectile found its mark, and the patrol crumpled without a sound. The team regrouped, dragging the bodies into the shadows. It wasn't victory, not yet, but it was a start. "How long until they notice?" one soldier asked. "They always notice," the leader replied. Their tone wasn't grim, it was matter-of-fact. They didn't need hope. They needed results. And so, humanity's fight for survival continued, step by painful step. Their mission had begun, and failure wasn't an option. The moment of betrayal struck like a thunderclap. It wasn't dramatic or loud, just a sudden, gut-wrenching realization as the team's tracker alerted them to movement coming from behind. The signal wasn't alien, it was human. One of their own had gone rogue. "Explain yourself," the leader demanded, their voice low and deadly. The soldier who had broken ranks stood a few paces away, their weapon drawn but lowered. "We're not going to make it," they said, their tone flat, almost resigned. "They know we're here. The hive mind is already adapting to us. This mission was doomed before it started." "That doesn't justify betrayal," another soldier hissed. "It does when survival is on the line." The rogue's voice was steady, but their eyes betrayed a flicker of desperation. "They promised me, if I gave them intel on our route, they'd let me live. I thought." "You thought wrong." The leader cut them off. There was no room for hesitation or mercy. A swift command was given, and the rogue was neutralized before they could cause further damage. But the cost was clear. Valuable time had been lost, and the hive mind was now fully aware of their presence. Alarms blared throughout the structure. Alien sentries poured into the corridors, their movements more aggressive, their tactics more refined. The hive mind wasn't just responding, it was retaliating. "Hold the line," the leader shouted as the team dug in. The firefight was brutal and unrelenting. Ammunition ran low, and every bullet had to count. One soldier fell, their cry of pain cutting through the chaos. There was no time to mourn. "I'll stay back," another soldier volunteered, blood dripping from a wound in their side. "Buy you time to reach the core?" "You won't survive," the leader replied, though there was no judgment in their voice, only a grim understanding. "Wasn't planning to." The soldier gave a tight nod before taking a defensive position, their weapon raised.
"Go.
"Finish this." The remaining team pressed on, their numbers dwindling, but their resolve unshaken. Each step toward the hive-mind core felt heavier, the air thick with tension and the stench of alien blood. The corridors seemed narrower now, more oppressive, as if the structure itself was closing in on them. When they finally reached the core, it was unlike anything they had ever seen. A massive, pulsating mass of alien material dominated the chamber, glowing with an eerie, shifting light. The core wasn't just technology, it was alive, its surface rippling like liquid as the hive mind processed the invasion. "We don't have the firepower to destroy it outright," one soldier said, their voice edged with frustration. "We don't need to," the leader replied. "Set the EMP. We'll improvise the rest." The hive mind responded violently. Drones swarmed into the chamber, attacking with precision and fury. The humans fought back, but it was clear they were reaching their limit. The EMP device was armed, its countdown ticking down with brutal finality. "This is it," the leader said, their tone calm despite the chaos. "We finish this or we don't leave at all." The core pulsated faster, its defenses closing in. Time was running out, and survival felt more like a distant hope than a guarantee.